You should know that skin bleaching is very, very psychological as much as it is physical. There's a psychology behind bleaching your skin, because you don't just do it because you want to do it. You do it to feel desirable, you do it to feel beautiful, and you do it to feel beautiful because you feel light skin is prettier than dark skin. So I bleached my skin. It started innocently enough. When I was in GS2, I had really bad acne. I had big pimples. They were everywhere on my forehead, my chest, my face, everywhere. Coupled with this, I also had bad stretch marks. And I've always been a big girl. I've been big from the beginning. So I already had issues that I was dealing with, self-esteem and all of that, but the skin issues just came and it was worse. Now I was dark, I was big, and I went to a boarding school. So naturally, if I got so bad one time, the acne, I couldn't go out to class. I would take a scarf and cover my face and just go to prep class, because I literally did not want anyone to see me. I didn't want anyone to talk to me. I just felt so out of place and down, and it was just very bad. So when the acne became very, very bad, a friend in school recommended that I buy a cream from Bakte. From Bakte is very popular among Nigerians, and yeah, a lot of people use it to bleach. But then I didn't know. I just bought it because I wanted to clear my acne. So I bought it. I started using it on my face. Then it started to go. It went slowly. After 2 weeks, I noticed something. I was very fair. My face was now glowy, and it was just fair, and I was looking really pink. I was getting compliments from people. People didn't stop me. They were talking to me, and I was like, what is happening? So my friend told me that, don't you know that now you're not an Igbo girl, now you're Igbo pengi, you're looking good. I was like, I was in between about it, but yeah, I won't lie, I enjoyed the praise and the sudden shift in people's attitude towards me. So I continued to use the Funback tape. By the time I got to GS3, my face was visibly very much lighter than my skin, my body. And like I told you, I started using it because of my acne, so it was working. But this time around, I had big red spots on my face. I began to have spots. My stretch marks began to become more pronounced. So when I was in GS3, I stopped for a while. Then when I stopped, this time around, so even adults around me, they're like, oh, you're fair now, meaning you're fair before, now why are you dark now? I was like, I tried to explain to them, but they were like, no, your real color is that color that Funback they brought out. I was like, okay, because I was just looking somehow, to be honest. The thing about when you stop using bleaching cream and you don't follow it up with something to protect your skin, the sun will burn you, so you start looking very ugly and peeled. I was literally 14 and I was looking 26. The pervs calling me old man, people way older than me. I didn't like any of it. That's another story for another day, but I didn't like any of the attention I was getting. So when I got to GS3, now GS3 is like junior high school, last year of junior high, and it's the year where you begin to discover yourself. Let me put it that way. So when I got to GS3, I spoke to one of my friends, and she was like, oh, there's this cream my mom used to buy for them. The name of this cream is Leabigenes. That it won't just solve my acne problem, it also solve the fact that my face and my body wasn't rhyming. So we bought the Leabigenes cream. Now Leabigenes is a Togolese cream and it contains hydroquinone. Now I do know this harmful substance to watch out when I'm buying creams, but then I didn't know. So she got it for me, and truthfully, when I used it for a while, my skin was popping. I literally became mommy water. That's what people started calling. I became so fair and everything. I know it sounds very stupid, it may sound unbelievable, but the way people saw me, the way people addressed me changed just because I was getting lighter. Now then, I didn't understand the meaning, but when I came to YouTube, I saw a time for it. I was like, colorism. I didn't even understand. To be honest, it was wild. I had numerous toasters. Let me put it, boys were asking me out. Oh, you look so fine, you're so fair. You know, people just come to compliment my skin tone. You're fair, you're this, you're that. Never mind that my knuckles were getting black, or they would see it, but they'll still be like, oh, you're fair, you're fine, you're this, you're fair, you're this. The acne was still there, but it was reduced. And yeah, I continued using the bleaching cream, and everybody at home too were kind of like using stuff like that. So even if I wanted to stop, who was going to like give me an idea on how to stop? And the thing with using bleaching creams is that eventually they begin to destroy your skin. Like they begin to burn your skin, they bring out stretch mark, red stuff. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Like you might enjoy it now, but later, and especially now in Nigeria, like everybody wants to be light. Everybody's doing organic cream, they're adding chemicals. Forget that name, what they call organic. Everybody's adding stuff into their creams just because everybody wants to be light. There was one that I was passing the street of Instagram and I saw something like 7D whitening Asian soap. I was like, 7D whitening Asian soap. Like, bro, just because you want to be fair. And I understand, because truthfully, as a girl, if you're fair in Nigeria, you actually have an edge. The way people treat you, you are seen as more beautiful, you are seen as more desirable. The lighter you are, the more desirable you are. That's what society like says. And like I said, then I didn't know that was what it was. I just thought, oh, it's like fair people are more finer than darker people generally. So okay, let me make myself fair, you know, I can get light skin, you know. So I continued using the cream. So by the time I got to SS2, I changed my school. I was initially attending a public secondary school. I changed to private school in at Akwa Ibom, Uyo, and there I met a lot of people. Firstly, there was this girl that was there. She was dark, she was so pretty, and I never saw her, you know, even cream her body. I was like, this girl's fine and nobody's insulting her, she's dark, she's I was confused. I was like, okay, let me see. And by this time, it was also telling that, like, my skin, if you looked at me, you would know that I was actively bleaching. And I was just 14. Like, I was just 14, 15. I couldn't be more than 15 or 14. So it was really a bad look. By then, I stopped using the Abigenes. I already switched over to Caro White. Then at this point I stopped. I started to mix Epiderm and, you know, Foam Bacteria and stuff together, just because I wanted to maintain that light skin. And the problem with, not just like most people in Nigeria, especially, I know I don't have any statistics evidence to back this up, but I'm telling you that 8 out of 10 women in Nigeria at one point in their life have used bleaching cream. I'm so sure about this. Yeah, like I said, I don't have any statistics to back me up, but I'm saying based on what I've seen around me. But yeah, so around this, I changed my cream. I changed to another bleaching cream, because this time around my skin was getting really bad. So one of my friends again prescribed another cream for me. At this point, you know, before in the secondary public school I was going to, I had barbed my hair, and the private school I could now grow my hair. So I started to grow my hair, and I had really fine, thick, natural hair. I didn't relax it. It was so pretty. So one day, as I was on YouTube, I was trying to like research what to use for my hair to make it grow. Boom! I discovered some channels. The first channel I discovered was what was her name? Mademoiselle, yeah. And she was talking about natural hair and colorism. I didn't even really pay too much attention, you know, but I believe that was like the first awakening I had, like, to stop bleaching my skin. So because I cut my hair and I was having an afro, I kind of like wanted my skin to, you know, be normal, but I didn't want to bleach anymore. But again, the acne, they were just so bad. Even when I stopped, I'll feel so ugly. Then after 3 or 4 months, I'll go back to bleaching cream and start using them again. That's how it went until I like graduated from secondary school. Now finally in the year 2018, I came to YouTube as well. You know, before 2018, now I graduated 2015 from high school, and I was a natural before, but my auntie then, she was always making my hair. She used to complain so much about my hair. My hair is too thick, it's not manageable, she's not going to. They sort of like forced me to relax my hair, and because I wasn't, you know, I don't know what I know now, then I would have put my foot down and insisted that I don't want to relax there, but they kind of like forced me, so I relaxed the hair. So when I entered school, the university, around 2016, 2018, 2017, yeah, around 2017, 2018, I think around 2018, I went to the female hostels. Then I saw this fine, thick, dark girl. Like, her hair was glorious, her skin was popping, and she was big like me. She was just so pretty, and I literally could not stop staring at her. I kept staring at her. I was like, sis, you look so good. What's up? What's this? I just kept looking at her, and she was like, oh yeah, she knows her skin is good, that kind of thing. I was like, what does she use? She told me she used just, you know, natural stuff like shea butter, coconut oil, and just normal cream. So I was like, but when they drew me to, I was actually a natural hair, so I decided to cut my hair. And because I cut my hair, I came to YouTube as usual to search for things I could do to make my hair grow. That was when I stumbled on hello, thank you for exposing the evils of colorism. Now, before you should know that skin bleaching is very, very psychological as much as it is physical. There's a psychology behind bleaching your skin, because you don't just do it because you want to do it. You do it to feel desirable, you do it to feel beautiful, and you do it to feel beautiful because you feel light skin is prettier than dark skin. I didn't know all of this till I went into YouTube, and I heard women speaking. They'd be like, oh, you know, there's internalized colorism among us. And the reason why I really like Black Americans is that there you can say colorism is what it is. Here in Nigeria, you can't even talk about it. They will say you are 18, so you shouldn't even talk about it. So I went there and I was like, okay, this is what it is. I mean, so you mean I've been even colorist all my life? Like, because I remember this time when I was young, I was like, no, I don't want dark skin baby. Dark skin babies are ugly. I don't want to be dark skin. I want to be light. I didn't know that these were what society was, you know, subconsciously whispering into my ear. I could not figure that out until knowledge is power, guys. Knowledge is key. There are a lot of things on YouTube you can learn to better yourself, like just improve. So I stumbled on Elo's channel, and she was just speaking about it, and you know, why we need to stop, how we need to embrace our skin. And from there, I also started watching Green Beauty talks mainly about hair, but from my hair journey, it's literally translated to me taking care of my skin. So around 2018, I stopped, and guys, it was very, very hard, because once I stopped, at first I became so dark. I looked burnt because I was literally burning. I wasn't using any sunscreen. I just stopped using creams altogether for a while. So I stopped. My skin also suffered for it. And mind you, you can't undo the effects of like 6 years of bleaching cream in just 1 month. So I had to be very patient. Eventually, I stopped. I started to rub natural stuff like coconut oil. I stopped going out in the sun. I just basically gave my skin time to heal, and as my hair was growing, my skin was flourishing. I was taking care of my hair and taking care of my skin at the same time. So around 2019, when I felt like my skin has healed enough, I decided to do some research on what kind of creams to use, you know, and that's where organic cream again now came into the picture. I went to Instagram and I would see stuff like 7-day whitening soap, chocolate glow. Like, what do you mean by chocolate glow? I don't want to glow anything. I just want my skin to renew. Stop telling me you just want me to glow. Let me tell you another sorry, a kinder word or a more coded word to see skin bleaching in Nigeria is toning. That's why I want to tone my skin. I just want to lighten up small. I want my real color to come outside. What the fuck is your real color? What is your real color? So if you see any person around you bleaching, before you judge them, try to understand where they are coming from. You know, right now I stopped because I know now what it is. I know that it's not just me wanting to be light skinned, it's also a psychological issue, and I know irrespective of whatever skin color you are in, light skin, brown skin, dark skin, you're still very beautiful. So I don't think about what society says anymore. now, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do it without bleaching creams and I still look fabulous. At least that's what I tell myself. So yeah, and I'm happy I stopped. And yeah, it took I'm just glad. I'm glad I stopped. And yeah, that's my skin bleaching story. So I think this is the point where I tell you to please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my video. Thank you. See you same day, same time next week. I mean, Debby. Bye.